What's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Impel Forward Podcast. I am your host, Leon. And today I have my crew with me.
Oh, goodness.
Larry is back.
I know.
Modified gentleman.
The modified gentleman.
Sure.
You got my co-host right there, Renee.
Hello.
And my boy KP. We call him what? Mr. Pierre.
Yeah, man.
Man, it's good to be back.
What's going on? Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Merry belated Christmas, all that.
All that.
Happy
Mhm.
Jesus' birthday, all that.
New Year. So what's going on? What we talking about today is a couple of things. One, of course, the New Year.
Yeah.
Sure.
Some old habits we leaving back
Yeah.
in the old year.
Oh.
Why you look like that, KP?
No,
Since
you
you made that look.
no, man,
we gonna
don't
start
start with me because I hadn't thought about it.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about what's old that I'm gonna leave back.
You know, bad habit.
Other than people.
Okay, well, think about it. What's your
I
bad
had
habit?
said people.
People.
Yeah.
That's too
Yeah.
easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have you tried to leave people?
Yeah.
It's been easy.
Yeah.
You need counseling.
Dang.
Delete them off. Cut them out.
So you think you got a couple bad people?
I
That you
have.
hadn't been dealing with?
There is persons that needs to be left in 2025. So,
That's plural.
huh?
That's plural.
Persons
Mhm.
it's with the S in the parentheses. Yes.
Mm.
Okay.
That was that was simple.
That's that's the only thing I want to leave behind, just persons.
Mm.
And you may not have anything you have to leave behind. So what? I mean, if you don't, you don't. I mean,
That's it. Material things I can't think of, or any illicit habits.
Mm.
Yeah, because every habit I do, I'll bring it with me.
you want it. You want it.
I don't want to be free of the habits.
They honed in. You got them zeroed in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they coming with me.
All right, I feel
But to
that.
people,
No.
You can't
Not
take
so
you can't
much.
take everybody.
What about you, Renee?
You know what? I just thought about this. Well, you guys know I work out, right?
oh, we didn't know.
You didn't know I work out?
Active.
I was
Thank
just
you,
messing with
Larry,
you.
for that. I want to try something different. I might get into
No, we said what would you leaving behind?
I'm
Okay.
gonna trade something.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna trade
she
something.
negotiating.
Yes. So I thought about this because I have like a crazy workout schedule. I work and schedule. So I am going to kind of do away with some of the I would say foo-foo stuff like the Zumba or anything where I don't really see a lot of results from.
Results.
Yeah.
And I am going to challenge myself to do more like line dancing, stepping, and all of that. Like
That'll help you
trail
meet new
rides.
friends.
Okay.
Boots on the ground. You're gonna
Yeah.
Well, that's
bring
not
your
nothing-
fans.
Well, Renee,
That's not something I would normally I would not do.
How do you
at
know it's
all.
not working? Because I'm messing with you and clearly see something's working.
That's different.
So
Zumba.
how do you know which is not working?
And that's not particularly bad. I'm
Right,
talking about
it's a
something
good
bad
thing.
you gonna
I
leave
can
behind.
Something
I can
bad?
see you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can see you glowing up. I can see it.
thank you.
You gonna
Appreciate
trade? You gonna trade Zumba for line dancing?
it. Yeah. Yeah. I would never do that.
That's like- that's
Also,
the different genres of music.
definitely.
It really is. Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. All right.
That's my type
Also,
of carrying on.
yeah, there you go. Also, from a financial standpoint, I am going to be more intentional, with my spending.
You always
So
do
you
that.
leaving back bad spending.
Bad
Bad spending
spending.
habits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, you
Don't
know,
be wasting your money
I'm
on-
gonna start shopping my closet more. You know, I did a purge maybe a week or so ago and
Yeah.
got rid of a lot of things so I can actually see what's in my closets.
Mm.
Oh, she put an S on that. Y'all heard
Yeah.
that, huh?
plural,
Closets.
period.
Yeah.
And instead of, when I'm invited somewhere going to go or ordering something online to go, I'm gonna learn to
Put some pieces together.
put some pieces together,
buy something
shop
new
my
every time?
closets, and just kind of create better habits. So I don't know if that's getting a clothing rack and putting some pieces together on the rack so I can shop the rack
Oh, okay.
versus having to dig, So also that carries into time, right? Wasting my time shopping online, hoping it comes, hoping it doesn't get stolen off my porch, and
Paying a
just
tariff.
paying tariffs and
Yeah.
just, and then I'll leave it with also reducing my spending. I will pour more into my business.
Okay. What's going on? I hope that you are enjoying this episode, but I wanted to take the time out to ask you to please subscribe to the podcast. I've noticed that a lot of people are watching but are not subscribed. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way, you won't miss an episode when it's aired or about to air. And also, make sure you go to impelforwardmerch.com. That's impelforwardmerch.com. Grab you something. Now back to the episode.
All right,
Your business. We'll get back to that.
That's dope.
All right, Larry. What about you? Give me something bad that you think that's hindering you. That you need to leave. Something, a bad habit. Now, I don't know if I got one, but.
I mean, for me personally, I think I lacked a lot of execution this year. Like I had a lot of plans, a lot of things I wanted to do, but I didn't pull the trigger. And that might have been for various reasons, like paralysis by analysis,
kids,
you know, that's not really an excuse, but you know, sometimes they just take priority, you know, or just planning other things. So for me, I want 2026 to be about being intentional and have better execution. Like if I got something I want to think of, I'm going to go ahead and put it in play. Whether it fails or it succeeds, I can say, yeah, I already pulled the trigger on it.
I like that.
Yeah, definitely. So,
yeah.
What about you, bro?
Well, me, I don't know if I got any bad habits. I'm trying to think of something. I know, I'm pretty sure I got some.
This dude,
yeah, I got any bad
Mr.
habits?
Humble over here.
Nico,
Mr.
join
Humble.
the conversation. What you think?
This dude.
She know.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got. Let me identify.
He calling out his clients
Nico
bad
low-key
habits.
work HR.
Yes.
He been calling out his clients
just
bad
HR
habits.
answer, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what he been doing.
Hilarious. I've been calling my
He been
clients
calling
bad
his
habits.
clients bad habits out when it's in his chair. That's what he been doing.
It ain't really been.
Started that.
Yeah, I just been doing. I just did that.
But you know what? I kind of like it because it's bringing your engagement up. So it's bringing more, you know,
attention.
I'm sure other barbers appreciate you saying the quiet things out loud.
Oh yeah, they love it. They love it. Yeah, they love it.
Do they?
Although, you know, when I wake up and I do my morning scroll, I feel like sometimes you're talking about me
you know
and
yourself.
I don't like it.
You know you
feel like
Hey.
it's home.
Yeah, it does hit home. And then when I comment, he's like, I'm talking about you. And I'm like, I know.
Look, she trying to sit. She be trying to sit with the leg crossing the chair and everything.
Oh,
Like,
Lord.
shut up.
I'm a leg crosser. I
You
like
got
to
to
Why
be
you
chill.
getting your haircut? You
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Too comfortable.
This is how I sit everywhere. He'll tell you, he will like sit up.
You know, it'd be nice, Leon, if you start doing your live or your videos talking about some of your better clients. You
So
know,
that's
I
my
mean,
bad.
don't just be dumping all the
I
time.
guess that's my bad habit in not talking about my good clients.
Well, yeah, stop talking about the negative stuff, man. Talk about the good stuff. Maybe
But-
you'll get more.
But now let me see. I'm gonna get 2 seconds to think about my bad
Or
habit.
what you
That is-
enjoy about that client barber interaction.
Man, this ain't about me. It's about us.
It's your
Barbering.
habit.
Barbering.
Yeah.
I enjoy conversations, certain conversations, all conversations. Sometimes you be like, I wish you'd be quiet. Let me cut your hair. You know, all conversations ain't good, you know, but some of them
Do you acknowledge those bad conversations or do you just,
How you gonna do that?
I mean, how
I
do you,
try to keep it to a minimum.
oh, do you?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
short answers,
Short
right?
answers, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yep.
You just can't tell him shut up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm trying to think. Well, Leon I mean, although he's nice, right? He's very direct in his approach. So a lot of times, and I don't even think he realizes it, a lot of times he'll say something or he'll ask the question and you'll be like, did he really just ask that?
Yeah,
Like,
no, I know that.
he knows he's very direct.
He know it.
Yeah.
He knows.
You gotta be that somewhere.
But I come back around to me. I really can't think of nothing bad that I need to leave behind.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe things I can do better, but
Yeah, what
as
are
far
some of the things you
that's bad?
you feel like you can do better? Because that's just something, I guess, an easier question you can pour into more, or you felt like you neglected, similar to Larry. Similar to myself, you know, I neglected all of my new
There's
clothes in
always
the
room
closet.
for improvement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You'll figure it out in 2026.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, in 2026.
But do y'all believe in New Year's resolutions?
No.
I think I've outgrown that, man. I
Yeah.
feel like if you want to get something started, man, do it as best as you can. Why you got to wait till tomorrow?
Yeah.
Some people ain't got that.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. I don't do it.
I think that's an excuse, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some people, that procrastination kick in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, New Year's is right around the corner. I'll just kick it off because in January, the gyms are going to be crowded. It's going to be crazy.
True.
Because everybody waiting. Why didn't it start in November, December? They knew it was coming up.
I always feel like Mondays are a way to refresh, right?
That's
It can be,
a
you can
mental
treat a Monday or a Sunday you can prepare for that new, whatever you want to do new. I always feel like Monday is the day for us to restart over. So why wait towards the end of the year when you have that Monday, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know necessarily New Year's resolutions. I'll think of things like I'll be more active. I'll be more social. I'm going to do more things, you know, and then I just, I'm good in January. I'm great in February. March, I'm like, ooh,
Hey.
For the audience, if y'all listening, what do you think it is that you need to leave behind in 2025? What? Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments.
Or pour more into that you neglected.
Yeah, you can do that. So you already gave yours, right? Pour more into?
Yeah.
Or more.
What do you want to pour more into?
I don't know. I think Larry said something that struck me that I would want to do is more execution.
Okay.
Like I have a lot of stuff I have in my head that I know I need to do but I don't ever execute it on paper or in action. Yeah. I'm executing it in my head. What I'm going to get into, what I need to do is stop executing in my head and leaning into the results that I got in my head, which makes me not want to do it. You get what I'm saying? So you'll execute it in your mind, and in your mind will tell it ain't work. And you know what I'm saying? And so you never really did
it. You shot the whole thing in theory.
Shot the whole thing, right? And so
did you say it ain't worth it?
No, it didn't work. It didn't work because when you execute in your head like I do, you know, because I've been executing in my head all the time. People, like when I'm looking at you a certain way, I just executed you. You know, thoughts, everything. You know, because I'm a Cancer, and so we psychoanalyze everything.
Am I misinterpreting your word? Your usage of execute?
No, it's a Freudian slip.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I execute people. And there's an execution.
I thought you were talking about executors and
doing
that was a sidebar.
Yeah. We with you though.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, because I do think a lot and I do go into deep thought. That thought becomes execution, like you said, paralysis.
Yeah.
I'll end up in paralysis. So I need to I need to stop that because I'll do the whole thing that I need to execute in my head. Walk it through. I know the pros and cons. Like this is gonna happen, and then I see the results, and that make me not execute in real life or in action. So I want to get rid of that part.
I got you.
Can you start with the low hanging fruit?
And what is that, Renee?
That would be the whatever task or thing that doesn't take as much as the others.
Yeah, like I'm gonna call my credit card company about my order I didn't receive. That's low hanging fruit, right?
That is. And even like, looking on your phone and going into the app and just, submitting the, hitting the button where it says, for that particular action you didn't receive, and they'll call you.
Yeah. So that's I'm going to start executing.
Just prioritizing.
Yeah. Because I procrastinate that. Because in my head, I'll execute my execution.
Yeah.
They gonna tell me, well, did you receive? Well, did you? And I am like, in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna get this question. I know the answer. This is gonna happen, and that I'm gonna end up with not the product. So then I don't do it.
So you just gonna take a picture of your front porch and be like, this, I don't have it.
Yeah, I know. But what I just said, as you guys have illustrated, I'm going to execute on paper now.
Okay.
Yeah. And stop doing it in my mind. So that's what I'm gonna take in 2026.
So now, you have anything like particular that you're talking about as far as, is it business or?
It's definitely all business. It's definitely all business. It's all about business or other streams of income, and stop just, and just be more focused on that.
Right.
And not procrastinate or play it again in my head and be like, oh, that's not going to work. And just do it.
Right. Now, I talk a lot about not I guess it is streams of income. Stocks, investing. Is that one of them?
That's definitely one of them.
Okay. Yeah, because you have been procrastinating for a long time.
I have. Well, no.
Then we talk about you calling people out.
That's not called procrastinating. That's called I lost all my money.
You've been executing.
I've been executing, but I've been getting executed.
Yeah.
Right.
So that put me in a paranoid state. Yeah. So therefore, I know what to do when it comes to invest. We talk about it all the time. I know what to do, but there's so many things I've invested in and so many things I've done. So,
but you lost all your money because you was impatient and wanting to do stuff fast.
I became an emotional trader. I became a chasing my losses. Everything that they tell you not to do.
Yeah.
You need an instant gratification. You got to be there.
From a standpoint. There's also that FOMO too, the fear of missing out.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to get on at every trade.
Yeah.
And the thing they teach you is don't get in on every trade. That's how you lose.
Yeah.
So there's that FOMO, that fear of missing out, and so just eliminating that. So I this year when I'm gonna get out of my own way.
Right. There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of my own way because
I like that.
Yeah, because that's what I've been doing.
That's it. That's it, right there.
And then want to blame it on, oh man, you can't invest, you can't trade. No, just you.
Yeah,
you did that.
Also, I would like to say, like, kind of in the Black community, we have a sense of scarcity when it comes to betting and using our money to, I would say, invest or anything, because we don't like failure, right? We either want instant gratification where we invest $1,000 and we want $30,000 tomorrow.
From that 30, right? I mean, from that 1,000. Yeah.
From that 1,000 tomorrow,
yeah.
Right? Because that's what we see on TV in that 10-minute clip, right?
Right.
Or we, there's a sense of trust, right? So there's scarcity and trusting the process, whether it's going to be a short-term investment where you're going to get something up front, or you have to play the long game, right? Where you invest and you may see the fruits of that labor, later down the line. But there's also always scarcity when money is involved, I think, within our community.
Yeah.
Because we don't, there's two ways behind it, right? Especially if you don't have additional streams of income to pay, your monthly expenses, right?
The money's finite.
It's finite.
There's a limit to it.
And another thing to add to your point, we have that attitude on it because it's new money.
Right.
Most of it's new money. We're part of that first generation that actually can see some finance, but we know we just got this.
Right.
So if I lose all of this, there's nothing else behind it.
It's new money.
Yeah, it's all new money. So that's why we're clutching. That's why we're apprehensive about moving forward with certain things, because we're like, man, if I lose this last 90,000, that's it.
Also, social media kind of has us confused, right? Because you see one guru who's like, well, do this and get 10 of your friends and buy a whole block. And, then the money's coming in. Then the next minute, that same guru is like being locked up, So it's like, well, the idea was good. Right.
In theory, it's good to get 10 of your friends, but man, them same 10 friends can't agree on LeBron and Kobe.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to pick and choose when it comes to those so-called.
You definitely have to pick and choose.
Something I'm gonna switch up for next year. I'm gonna try to do less social media. Try to get off the internet as much.
That's good.
Yeah. Because now since y'all been talking about that,
does it have to be less social media, or do you can you unfollow or remove a lot of the things that are create the space that you want to
you know what?
I think IG just started something like that. You can go in and set it like that.
Like what, curate like your algorithm?
Like I did that last year, right? Because I do the intentional spending every January, right? To be honest, just being honest. So I remove all of my fashion girlies and anybody that's going to tempt me to buy money. I either mute them or unfollow or whatever, right? And I don't see any ads any temptation ads for a while.
Yeah.
But it creates a different space for me. So now I'm looking at, either like home or, true crime or, different podcasts or whatever. I create the social media that I want. So whether that's affirmations, Bible, people that are doing Bible study, Bible, verses or whatever, you create the space. So you don't have to necessarily remove yourself or create the space that you would want to see.
But if you think it's good for you.
Yeah, for your headspace.
I think like we do need to unplug a little more, because the whole point is like to get away from that, because social media's whole purpose is to absorb your attention. That's what it's for,
and give you scoliosis. I feel.
Okay, that's an unintentional thing, but
you think?
But for me, like it's just like for this year. One of the reasons why I didn't execute a lot because I was in daddy mode way more this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that was my focus, like to be more intentional about my fatherhood. So, but I noticed my kids, when there's downtime, they on their phones too, So I'm like, all right, we need to do a family detox and unplug from social media. So moving forward in 2026, I'm gonna be more intentional about pulling away and unplugging.
So you just gonna pull away.
You know what helps me?
At least a little more than this year, because I can, my family's on an unlimited data plan. But I get messages from my provider that says, "Yo, your kid is at the limit of the data," and I'm like, "How is that? It's unlimited.
Unlimited.
Yeah, it's unlimited, but they use up so much data,
slowing you down,
and it slows down, it throttles down. So that's a good indicator that okay, we need to come up with a different plan here because there's too much social media going on. But that's a personal thing. That could be different for everybody's family.
But I didn't know you can customize it like Renee.
Oh, yeah,
well, I don't have to unplug from it because I'm unplugged from it, because I'm so social media illiterate. All this stuff I don't know. I mean, I see it, but I don't know how to even navigate through certain things. I don't even know how to post on IG.
Yeah, they'll find
Don't say that out loud.
They'll find
I'm just saying, I'm social media literate. I don't know none of that.
What you was talking about off camera? That's that 50-year-old.
You know what?
What happens off camera stays off camera.
Oh, my bad.
To think about maybe what I would like to do. That's a good idea. But I think, from a healthy, because I said I'm doing different things, right? As it pertains to staying healthy. Maybe doing more mind games. Things that are causing me to think, like Sudoku. I do like this zip thing on LinkedIn, every morning. Not Candy Crush, but
like
things
Wordle
like memory games, Wordle, just kind of to keep the brain going.
Yeah, I mean, I got no problem with that. I think that's good.
And I would like to do that more. As well, crossword puzzles and everything. Your grandmother used to always do crossword puzzles.
Keep the mind,
keep the mind stimulated.
Yeah,
that's why I look at the Instagram models.
Because see, that's where the algorithm.
That's the algorithm.
That's what the algorithm.
But if you notice, like your grandmother, I mean, also you learn new words, right? So it keeps you from always so dependent on ChatGPT and all of these other things that are at your fingertips. Yeah. I would like to continue to make sure that my brain is being, I'm staying sharp. My brain is being refreshed, and movement with my hands, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So definitely.
One thing I want to do is, which I've been doing it, so I won't call it no resolution. I never do resolution, but I just like to collaborate more with more people. Continue to grow, network, learn more. That's one thing I use my IG for, my social media, period. Most of the time is trying to find new ideas, listen to motivation and doing things like that. So, and I'm not on it too much because I be cutting hair most of the time. So that helps me out for not being on it so much.
Yeah.
Most time I'm on there, I think it's when I'm at home. So.
Or when you're yelling at us.
Or I'm in my car doing my videos. But really, so I'm not.
That's engagement.
That is definitely
You're talking about the car chronicles.
Yeah. And he takes it very serious.
Yeah.
You don't come on set brushing your hair today, man. What's happening, man? You lost your brush?
No, I'm gonna say that.
Oh, okay.
Right. Don't move my brush.
Yeah. Throw him his brush, man. Throw him brush and fade.
Oh my goodness. I was talking to him the other day. I called him the other day and we were chatting. He was like, "Let me go. I gotta I need to post on Facebook."
Yeah,
it was urgent. It was only that hard.
She called me and interrupted me in one of my videos and telling me to post. So she talking about what was you talking about?
I can't remember.
That lady, somebody we supposed to be getting in contact with. You just throw it.
Yeah. But oh goodness, here we go.
There you go. You see this brush come out? You know what it is. But I posted one this morning, but y'all see it.
Well, I'm gonna pull back out of social media, bro. Take a break.
A lot of people do pull back for a little bit.
I feel what you're saying about trying to set up your algorithm, though.
Yeah, to customize it. That sounds dope.
The whole point of the algorithm is to find you, hunt you down, and just put stuff in front of you. That's the point. I think what you're thinking is a good idea. I think it's just temporary though, because it's gonna change over time.
Well, no, you have to change it back eventually.
But you're gonna keep doing it though. That's the thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just like I want to play that game.
That's okay. I'll be playing games.
Yeah.
So blackjack, all that.
You put in the chat. Let's go this right. You put in the chat. We were just talking about investing and things like that. And you put in the chat about a lady. She was talking about her kids. Or I don't know. She's talking about, to me, it was personal. It seemed like she was personal.
It did seem a little bit personal.
She was talking about her kids wanting what was it? What was it about?
They were being ungrateful. I think something about they were complaining about not having
generational wealth.
Generational wealth that was created by their parents to pass on to them.
And the way she was talking, I'm like,
that's entitlement, baby.
Well, I mean, it is Christmas time, right? And so a lot of kids are posting what they got for Christmas, right? And there's this thing, I don't have TikTok, right? I refuse. But I do know on social media, there is some controversy surrounding luxury Christmas hauls where these young kids are getting from their rich parents who passed down wealth, right? Lamborghinis and Mercedes.
Now, she couldn't be talking about her kids.
No, I mean, it's been a subject. So I'm pretty sure it's leaning, stemming from these subjects of Christmas time. If you notice, there's also been a lot of posts of ungrateful children. Like this, one Black woman bought her son a truck. He did not want it. He had an attitude. He told her that's not what he asked for. That ain't my
generation.
And he wanted something else. After I saw him with his hands crossed and his attitude, I kept scrolling.
But the way she put it is like, you hear people say, I don't want my children to get it out the mud. I don't want them. I want them to struggle like I did so they can be, so they can, what's the word I'm looking for?
Appreciate it. But I kind of feel like it was more of like, they didn't understand that or during our age, that we were possibly new parents, right? And she was trying to give her son what she didn't have, but she probably gave her last, but didn't tell him, right? She didn't tell her kid that they were struggling because she was doing whatever she can to give them whatever they needed.
I think she mentioned that too, or somebody mentioned that our kids see us do things so well, they don't know what we did to get to where we are, to give them the things that we give them, because we make it look so easy. And they don't know how many people we had almost strangle at our job so that we can continue to have this type of lifestyle, or dealt with a coworker, or dealt with if they're renting a certain landlord pestering them. And they don't know these things because we as parents, we do such a good job of shielding them from that. They don't even know it.
Right.
And so I remember her saying something about, I think maybe our generation don't do a good enough job or explaining to the kids, like, listen, I'm going to buy you this car, but you're going to get this 2009 Honda Accord. And this is why.
Right.
Because this is our financial portfolio right here. This is everything. And this is what we have allocated for that.
Let me try to play this clip.
You can't get a charger.
Let me know if y'all can hear this over there. If I can play that.
Complaining because we weren't able to create generational wealth for them. They don't think that we were simply surviving and trying to make it, making sure that they had everything they wanted and they needed, although sacrificing ourselves at the same time. So now their reason for estrangement or being upset with their parents is because we didn't create generational wealth for them. And again, we were simply surviving, especially if you were a single mom doing it all by yourself. You want us to have created generational wealth, now assuming that we want you to take care of us when you can barely take care of yourselves. Not only that, we are finally in a position where we can save our coins, build our 401ks and our Roth IRAs, because if you would stop asking us for money to supplement your finances because you're not a good steward of your money, then you would have the money that you deserve and we would have the money that we earned as well. Who said that? I did. Because now you think we owe you something because we didn't leave you generational wealth and now you're upset.
I think that falls on the parents.
Yeah, it does fall on the parents.
Yeah.
What part of it?
The part of it that you got to sit your child down and you either got to teach them how to, how money works, or let them know that everything does not come easy, because everything that glitters isn't gold. So that sets why are we having a conversation about children feeling entitled that their parents are not giving them
more?
Yeah, like
where did that come from?
Exactly. I've never heard
where did it come from?
That's a good point. I think that Renee, you leading. That's a lead. The way you're asking that is very leading. So tell us where you think it come from.
Social media.
I agree. I agree.
Social media.
I'm not on that part.
Generational.
I'm not on that part of
Yes.
social media.
Because they're probably looking at Deion Sanders and their kids and what he's leaving them. He's probably looking at some of these not influencers, but some of these prominent Black folks and their kids. And they're like, well,
or white kids.
Huh?
Or white,
or white kids could be. They're looking at it and be like, well, what y'all got for us? Whereas we wasn't able to do that because there was no social media. Only you knew was the kids around the block. That's it. Or maybe some you went to school with. Our brains weren't open to see visions of just different celebrity kids getting this and these kids getting that. And we wasn't open to that. And so, Renee, I think you spot on with it.
But I'm kind of like Larry. To me, it sounds like she's not taking responsibility to know that it was on her to teach her kids everything.
No, but you don't know what you don't know.
That ain't what she coming off to me.
One thing stuck out to me though, out of all that, one thing stuck out to me, and what she said was the kids are blaming her that they're not good stewards of their money.
Right.
Who else are they gonna blame?
Yeah.
It's your job as a parent though.
But I can still teach my kid how to be, how to spend their money, how to save their money. And then they scroll on TikTok, right? TikTok shop. They probably got a debit card. They seeing what's the latest and greatest. So they're going out. They know they only got $20, but they want that $40 shirt from TikTok shop. So they're going to do that. But what I'm saying is we don't know we all know that some kids are hard-headed. Jealousy is 100%. Real amongst other kids, right? So they may want something that they financially do not have, but they want their mother to cover it. Right? We've all had that where we had $20 and then we in the car and we like, hey mom, can you give me some food? And she like, you buy your own food. You got a job, you got $20 and you like, you so used to her taking it, buying it from you.
No.
You don't want to spend
I can understand you teaching kids and they don't do, because we all did it. Our parents tried to tell us something, teach us something, we did something else. I understand that part, but to me it sounds like she ain't trying to take no responsibility for not teaching her kids.
What parent wants to tell their kids that they're broke? When that's what they've been through their mom. So
our parents ain't had no problem telling us they was broke.
Yeah, we know the situation.
Right, and that's the whole reason why she's doing whatever she can to provide.
Our parents took broke as it wasn't broke. It was they had a job, which is just over broke is what it means. Whereas we take broke as a failure.
Yeah.
So we don't want, I guess, so that makes us not want to tell them, ain't no.
But also, her kid could be comparing them to, let me say, Sean Combs' kids. I mean, people.
No,
I'm just throwing it out there because they're being flashy.
They're doing and stuff.
But what kids were talking? You didn't leave me no generational wealth.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
I've never heard that.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So it stems from social media and all these conversations. Nepotism is real.
I believe in nepotism. I think that's a good thing. But from this point of view, this situation, like me personally, like this is the holiday times, like between Christmas and New Year's.
These kids are getting...
3 of my kids were working these last couple of days.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to. And I'm talking about my 16-year-old, my 20-year-old, and my 21-year-old was like, hey, I want to do these family events, but I got to work. And they were okay with going to work, making their money, and doing their thing. And I was proud of that.
Yeah.
I didn't have a kid come to me and be like, hey, I need you to get me this, that.
Yeah.
I literally just saw a 21-year-old unbox a Birkin bag for Christmas.
That's on the parents.
That's the problem.
That's the parents.
In a Chanel bag.
So
let's ask
somebody brought that to the barber
let's
shop.
ask Nico. Your thoughts.
I think for our when we grew up, we didn't say generational wealth, but we had our grandparents that also gave us things, but we didn't realize that that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have the money, but they had land.
Yeah.
Right.
Other things that they said, I'm gonna pass down to my kids, or I'm gonna do this and that. That's what my grandmother did for me.
Yeah.
So I didn't have I couldn't look in the bank and say, but I had this piece of land that was a lot. Now you think about buying land, and we've been talking about other stuff that we could lead to our growth, and that's how you create the generational wealth. So I think it's more of a term that they didn't know, but it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
But do you think it was the mother's fault in this sense, in this scenario?
A lack of education.
Was it lack of education on the mom's fault? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. Right. I do too.
Right. You know, even I think we were talking about it the other day because they take economics, right? And I was telling her, she was like, "Well, I don't even know where I take this," and maybe she gave what did she tell us about spending money?
She was asking about credit cards. I think it was something like that.
So I gave her the example of when I got out of school, high school, went to college. What's the first thing you see when you go on campus? Everybody giving you credit.
Oh yeah, Capital One front and center.
I'm telling you, I got it like so much that. So that was my learning lesson when I got out of school. But I didn't have economics when I was in high school. So now she knows that and she's bringing that stuff up, but it has to be reinforced.
Right.
So this what brings me to this point about these kids are. We were talking to our man off mic here, and he said something about generation just being misguided. This is a form of the misguided because they're using generational wealth because it's the word they use, they just learned. But the problem is that they're getting generational knowledge. It's way more better than generational wealth. Because if you sit in community with a 50-year-old or 60-year-old and politic with them as a 20-year-old, you're going to gain so much generational knowledge. You're going to know how to create generational wealth, you know, because we're going to tell you the pitfalls that we went through like you did with the cards.
That's the process.
And that's at least 10 years added to your life because when you from 20 to 30, when you got in college, got them cards was on your tail for a long time, you know? And so by telling them if they're able to sit in community with us and get this generational knowledge, which will lead to generational wealth, then that will add things, pitfalls that they don't even have to go through because they don't know what it's like to have that debt on your behind like that because you can't move and you can't do much of anything. It's there unless you charge it off, you know, and you know, and still that's going to put you 7 years behind where you can't do nothing. Everything you got to do is cash. So I think what they need to start looking at is because we do have knowledge. We got a gang of it because we got what them old folks would call BART sense. We paid to learn what we know, you know? And even though, like I said, now most of us are entering into new money, this new generational wealth, right? We're the generation that's either going to start it or the first ones to see it from our parents. But this is new money. And so, but what we do have is generational knowledge. And that knowledge can carry them way further. Because if you leave them generational wealth without generational knowledge, that generational wealth
and that's
is going
why
to turn
grandma's
into a
house is
zero.
always gone.
Yeah.
So this this is a great conversation.
So the lady did have a course.
So we got a course she's selling.
So maybe that was a part of her thing.
I'm pretty sure, but also this takes me back to what Nico said, right? When she talked about how, you know, generational wealth wasn't, I mean, that particular wasn't a subject, but she knew that, you know, the property, houses, land, or whatever would stem down because that's what her grandparents said. If you think about it, it's there, right? But again, that instant gratification is where the confusion lies because her kid could be referring to something now. Generational wealth, and if you would have had the wealth, you would have been able to buy me the Bentley, not understanding that you're living in a house and this house is going to be passed down to you.
Right.
Not understanding that I have investments accounts, 401k, Roth IRAs, and other accounts and life insurance that is going to be passed down to you where you can go ahead and begin and create that. Your generational wealth isn't right now, and it's not going to appear in the form in which you want to, but it's here.
Because right now,
I think there's two separate conversations. They want it right now.
It's a whole. It should have been a whole lifetime of conversations.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like from the kid, they want it right now. Yeah. So they want their generational wealth via car or via clothes, via things.
If your adult child is upset about not receiving generational wealth, then there's a lot of issues that been jumped over. For one thing, they think generational wealth is monetary, and they got that wrong. They should have been starting this conversation when they were like children so they can grow up and understand, like, there's a process to this. Like, this is what we have in our family. This is how we maintain it. This is how I'm going to pass it down to you. How you going to maintain it, pass it down to your kids. Like, a lot of people don't understand, like, generational wealth. The key word is generation.
Right.
And they forget how to really fully process that. And so they think that like you were saying, if I can just get it right now, that instant gratification, that's not generational wealth.
But in their mind, that's a part of that generational wealth is, yes, I have this house, but you should be able to buy me that 2025.
Oh, yeah, that's horrible. That's that's a parental thing.
Like I said, she probably could have been just using that as a talking point to sell her courses,
sell her product.
But also, it is good to talk about it, because we all need to level up in learning about investing and building and teaching our kids, teaching the next person. So
Facts.
I agree.
What's going on? I hope that you are enjoying this episode, but I wanted to take the time out to ask you to please subscribe to the podcast. I've noticed that a lot of people are watching but are not subscribed. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss an episode when it's aired or about to air. And also make sure you go to impelforwardmerch.com. That's impelforwardmerch.com. Grab you something. Now back to the episode.
It's too much when we talk about nepotism and like generational wealth, like they go hand in hand. Like nepotism is the ultimate family flex. The people usually have an issue, and I was talking about this in the chat the other day. People usually have an issue with the person doing the nepotism. If you upset with Trump because he got his whole family in the White House making billions, the issue is with Trump, not with nepotism.
Right.
Or LeBron getting his son, his deals and merchandise.
I just feel like it's the needle changes depending on who it is, because why are they mad at Shiloh Sanders when Deion is doing the same thing?
Exactly.
That Trump is Shador, Shiloh,
all
of them.
Oh yeah, all his sons.
Yeah, both of them. Why are they?
But the thing is that they've had conversations as a family to get to that point.
I'm just saying the needle moves depending on the color of your skin.
I don't know about that, because the money is green, and the money one color. Mm-hmm. The thing that's being left out is the conversations at the dinner table.
John O'Brien say the money is green, the color is green, it ain't black and white, it's green.
I think when the color of your skin has more than your counterpart, it's a problem.
I don't know.
That's a topic for another day. But look, wait a minute, say that one more time. Wait a minute. No, we could go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Never mind.
No, go ahead. We could go ahead. Go ahead. Say that one more time.
I feel like a lot of people are upset with Deion. If Deion was a white man, the conversations would be different.
I kind of agree as far as, because if you look at people talking about Shador, saying how he acts and this and that, but you can go back and look at Baker Mayfield. You can go back and look at what's the other?
They didn't receive that much scrutiny.
You know what I'm gonna tell you is, you're on something. You're on it because Shador, he was arrogant.
Yes, arrogant.
Character and all this other
like
stuff.
His father, right?
Right. That was the knock on him to be drafted. Mm-hmm. That's what all the league offers. Johnny Manziel, the knock on him, he was gambling, he had drinking problems, he did this, he did that. Arrogant, arrogant, drafted number one by Cleveland.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's different though.
But I'm saying he really had the character issues.
Right.
It's on paper documented with the gambling, because he would do the money and then double down on it. He was doing, remember, this was his signal. Right? Yeah. Shador is this, his is that. He think, I was gambling. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get drunk. Yeah, I do this. And they drafted him number one. But I'm just saying, when you was going, you was right. It's like,
there's different issues than the concept of generational wealth.
Kind of what Renee is saying, kind of like, if, money might be green.
Yeah.
But it's seen as black and white.
The money within their family. That's what we
okay, make it specific. Okay,
the money in the family.
I'm just saying, like the needle changes.
I feel you on that.
So who's going to hold y'all accountable for the new year? Your things you want to do, how you want to grow. I'm gonna start with me, so I know this. It don't take much to hold myself accountable, because I'm always trying to grow. But if somebody else would, it would be her or maybe my girls.
Yeah. You need your circle.
I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Yeah.
Okay. Personally gonna be assigned to me.
You talking about being assigned?
I don't like the bosses.
But anybody in particular, y'all know that
you got a sponsor.
I don't. You know what, Leon? I've been in deep prayer, but not praying. If that makes sense. Well, let me just say, I've been in deep.
So confused.
What? I know. I've been in deep consecration. How about that?
Let's do.
Okay.
About the last 5 years of my life of wanting to have a mentor, someone that has tangible, proven success and or good with words, but not many words. Because for me, I don't need a whole bunch of words. I need A, B, C. Yeah, I just need someone to say, all right, I need you to do A, B, C, and then come back to me. Because that's how I work. So I've been actually in consecration, not praying, but not praying for the universe or God or whatever, Allah, or whatever you believe in.
God, man, just say it. God. Don't start that.
I just, people, man, so I just say the universe. So send me a mentor, someone to fill the void of the things that were maybe I didn't have a father to instill in me as far as being a better person, but also my next financial moves. Like, no, this is what you're doing and this is how you're going to do it, because I can see this person has done it. I don't have that person in my life like that that's personally going to hold me accountable. So I would want that person to be accountable. Now we have to pray, everybody, that I receive that person, because I'm bullheaded, right?
Hey, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. What you asking for is some faith, because you're looking for the proof. You're looking for somebody who has been there and done it. That ain't gonna always show up. You're gonna have to have your own faith to just go out there and do it and pray it work out. You feel me?
I've done that already though, Larry.
And you're gonna have to keep doing it though. You're gonna have to keep doing it.
I mean, I've been successful on my own in that, right?
Yes.
But I think that if I had somebody who has a proven track record, somebody who I respect, can expedite my next phase. That's all.
That's the easy way though. It ain't gonna be easy.
I know it ain't supposed to be, but can we be wish for it though?
You're gonna have to create it. You're gonna have to create it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
so no mentor for me, but everybody else can have one.
Hey, you know how this works though? You're gonna be the mentor.
I have found myself being the mentor to others,
Hey, that's how it works.
I've been the mentor because of my knowledge.
Exactly.
And so people hang on, they'll run business ideas by me. Man, what you think about this? And I'm like, I don't know if that's approvable. Some stuff. And so I'll stress test it for them. But I don't have that.
The crazy part is, man, you can be in a mentor position and your mentee could be more successful than you. But you have to, if you're gonna be that mentor type, you're still a beacon of support. You feel me?
Beacon of support.
Yeah. And so, I mean, that's a different type of appreciation. When you can look at somebody and be like, they follow my teachings, they follow this, that, and the third, and they're seeing success. I mean, we're talking about something completely different now.
Listen, that could be very well. That is absolutely true, because the generation before us, our parents went. Most of their parents, which were our grandparents, have a 3rd or 6th grade education, right?
Yeah.
And they were wise beyond years, and their kids end up being more successful than them, even though their kids say, my daddy was the smartest man I ever known with a 6th grade education. Yeah. But they surpassed him because they was able to soak up that knowledge and gain what they know about the world today and actually grow it exponentially.
Hey. Rich dad, poor dad. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, the rich dad, poor dad. Yeah, that's the story he told. So,
because I look at it like this, man. There's like 3 parts of our lives that we kind of always live in. The beginning part where we just learning stuff, the middle part where we implement it, we're doing it, we're using it, and then the later part where we're not the teachers. And that cycle just keeps going out of between those 3. It's just how it works. So sometimes we got to figure out where you're at in that cycle. At some point, you're kind of constantly in all 3. You're learning something new, you're doing it, and then you're teaching it. Yeah. And it just repeats,
That's true.
That's how I look at it.
Now, Renee, I know you got a group of friends that's going to hold you accountable.
Oh, yeah. But the thing is, I'm like the most active in my group, right? So I, from a sense of like working out and going to the gym, they look at more towards me. They're like,
so you're the mentor.
You're the most consistent when it comes to that, or they'll say, oh, I'm going to start with you, next year or, whatever. So I think as it, they always say, if you want to do something, you can't wait on anyone else. So that's my frame of thought. Even, when I travel and do anything, I book things on my own. If you want to come, that's great. So, I have never had an issue like holding myself accountable to these things that I want to get done. So
all right.
My friends are there to cheer me on. I know they're not coming to the gym with me.
That's dope. That's dope.
They're not doing that.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that you want to do, but you want to see that success within them. Keep in mind that their blueprint is not yours.
That's true.
You gotta write your own. So even though they may have been successful, you can still be successful in certain areas that they may not have been successful in. I think you can have multiple mentors. I have a few that I talk to.
Well, I'm jealous.
I don't look at what they do, try to internalize it with what I'm trying to do. I just look at advice and kind of
advice.
The right way.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think that definitely if you can have more than one, but you're right. Looking at their blueprint, trying to match mine to theirs, that's why it's called a blueprint. It's one of one, right? You got to create your own. But having them around when I'm forming that blueprint, they were like, nah, may not want to do. That's what I'm saying. Something like that. Like, hey, I see you forming your own blueprint. You may not want to, you may not be ready to scale that blueprint just yet, so just kind of something like that. But I feel what you're saying. Okay. Leon, you didn't,
I said I hold myself accountable.
Okay.
Yeah, if anybody knows how I be thinking, is y'all three and her. I'm always trying to think of the next.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think us individually, like we kind of, we just holding ourselves as far as our own goals. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's where it starts.
Right.
Because if you wanted to do something, you ain't did it, you know who to blame for it. It's like, all right, I should have did this, but I didn't do it. That's what I started off with. I didn't execute the things I wanted to execute. So,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's where it starts. But the
also,
thing is,
we drop in the group chat. What do you think about this
or
whatever? Like last night on the whole car situation, I'm like, what do you think?
Right.
Yeah. So,
because as soon as you start sharing your goals with people, it's out there.
Yeah,
you know what
for
I'm saying?
sure.
It's out there. And so if somebody come back with you and be like, hey, did you do that? What you was gonna say?
Yeah, that's twofold. Me, sometimes I like to throw it out there so I can put pressure on myself to get it done. Or sometimes I keep it until I get to where I want to be and then start telling people.
Pop out.
You know what? For me, I hate talking in tenses. I hate talking like in future tense. Oh, I'm about to. I'm getting ready to. I'm finna do this. I would rather speak in. I did that last week. I did that already. I would rather speak in that because I know it's done or it's at least started. Because I've crossed paths with too many people that's always getting ready to do something and never done it. Never did it.
That's the Impel way to take action.
Impel
forward. Take action. That's that's the reason why I named it Impel Forward. Try to inspire people to take action. And any thoughts, goals, dreams, we can do it. We just got to take action and do it.
Yeah. And I think I don't want to talk to those people too much in 2026.
Me either. I can't. I don't like it.
You leaving people in 2025?
Don't get me wrong. I would listen. If you got an idea and you're like, hey, what you think it is? All right, let's talk about it. But then, if we had that conversation again and you didn't do anything, then all right, you just trying to vent. Then,
right. You're wasting my time.
Right. So yeah. Be intentional.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, sometimes you hear people say, what is it? Being busy without being productive.
They just busy.
Just busy, but what is coming about? What is I don't see anything.
Ain't nothing. Yeah. Nah,
and sometimes that could be something happening behind the scenes we don't know. Might be growing, might just pop out.
Me, I'm conscious of it. I know if I put something out there in the universe and I ain't pull the trigger on it, I don't talk about it. Right. I keep it on the low. Because I know personally, I ain't did it. Right. I ain't did what I said I was going to do. I know personally.
You don't want somebody to hold you accountable?
Yeah. Because I'm already holding myself accountable for not doing it.
Right.
But I don't need somebody in my ear hey, did you do this yet? Did you do this yet? Did you do this? Nah.
Yeah. So one of my main things is just growing the podcast, man, trying to, level up on the podcast.
Hey, you been consistent?
Yeah.
You've been killing it.
It ain't easy, but I've been, it ain't easy.
Killing it.
Yeah. Killing it.
But want to grow. I want to get the camera switching, but I get there.
Yeah. Hey,
and I want to do it.
Yeah.
It's making leaps and bounds.
The lights are looking amazing.
The set is, just think of the set from what it was 4 months ago to today.
Yeah.
And so your only next thing is to get the cameras to rotate. That's it.
It's been huge.
You know what I'm saying? That's low hanging fruit.
Oh yeah. Pulling the table out, loading everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go
Carrying
back.
the tote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
You
go
even
back
have the screen for KP.
Yeah.
That's right. You
Yeah.
don't have
A
a
monitor,
game on
excuse
it.
me, a monitor.
Yeah.
It doesn't what?
Don't have the game on. I thought the game was gonna be on that. Wow, I could watch it
Yeah.
while y'all talking.
No.
What?
Yeah. Well, anything else? Anything we leave out?
I thought, what's else in the chat that we wanted to discuss? Because it didn't look like we're going to go into any politics, or I think we're staying away from that for whatever
keep it light,
reason.
right? Keep it light.
We can say the politics for
keep it light. Let's not
next
start the
episode.
year off.
Yeah.
Oh no! I
Next
get it.
year.
No, I get. I'm just
We about
going
to be
through
at
it.
war
Or
right now.
It
Let's-
seems like we've already been like
Ease
we're at
into it.
year 2.
Yeah.
And
I think we just
haven't
tied.
even made it a year.
Y'all got 3 more years.
Make
My
my
goodness.
side hurt.
Y'all got 3 more
yeah,
years.
that or any. Wasn't there some other social commentary that we want to discuss?
No. I don't think so.
Y'all sure?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I believe that's it.
Yeah. No, it was something with Ohio.
Ohio. What happened in Ohio?
Was it something with Ohio or no?
What happened? Check
I
your.
don't know.
Yeah, I ain't got my glasses on.
Ain't nobody get I don't know. Check it. But yeah, put it in the comments. What is your next year going to look like? What are you thinking of? Who you leaving behind? Who you executing
Who
like
taking
KP?
with you?
Yeah.
What happens are you bringing in 2026?
Yeah.
Yeah.
New
You
know,
ideas.
I'm like John Lewis. Good habits.
Good habits.
He was good trouble.
Yeah.
I'm good habits.
Good trouble. Yeah.
Or provide some suggestions. I think that's always good.
Yeah. Put some suggestions in the comments what we can do.
Yeah.
What I can do better
New
on this
year, new
podcast?
me.
What y'all want to hear? Some things y'all want to
That
hear
was
us
it.
talk about.
We
and
talked about
discuss.
everything.
You know they're gonna be like
Seem
New
we
Year, new
missing
me.
something.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you have it for another episode of the Impel Forward Podcast. Remember, level up. Seize the opportunity to grasp your dreams. Peace. 2026.